What's good, y'all? Welcome back to I guess welcome to the first episode of Would You Watch It Again, the show where we review your favorite movies, anime, TV shows, give you a rating. At the end, we answer that burning question: Would you watch it again? I'm your host D, and today I have the homie Uzi with me. Let's talk about it.
What's good? What's going on?
All right, so today we're reviewing the Obi-Wan Kenobi show that on Disney Plus. A little bit of background, a little brief intro, going over this. This takes place between episode 3 and episode 4, A New Hope. So
yeah,
this gives
10
us
years, 10 years after, 10 years after the end of episode 3.
Yeah, so after Order 66, we see Obi-Wan give Luke to Uncle Owen and Layla to insert her parents' name here. I have no idea what their names are.
Senator Organa. I don't remember his name. But yeah, it's like her uncle, I think.
Okay. Well, yeah. So the kid's been separated, and then Obi-Wan lives in the desert.
Yeah, he's in the desert. Did you say Layla, by the way?
What?
You 100% said Layla.
What's her name?
Leia.
Leia.
Nice job.
Thanks.
So much credibility. We know what we're talking about. Star Wars.
I was thinking someone very big fan.
To infinity and beyond.
But yeah, Obi-Wan lives in the desert watching over Luke. He does construction work, steals bread, gets it to his horse, living as a nomad. Show starts off with some random black girl and some random other people we've never seen before.
Inquisitors.
Yes, Inquisitors. I can't remember what the name they call it. Random Inquisitors just happen to go on. What is the planet called again that they're on? There's two suns.
I know. It's the one. Is it Tatooine?
Tatooine, yes. There's only two fucking planets in the entire galaxy. So.
No, that's the thing. There was like a lot of new shit they introduced in this one, and then I'm like, bro, stop doing this. I don't want to learn anything else. Just give me the same shit we've been doing for like 30 years. Just give me the same names. I don't want to learn any new shit. I'm good. Like, I think they added new like Jabim and like Mapuza or some shit. I'm like, I don't got time to remember all these fake places.
I don't know.
Come on.
So Tatooine.
I think it starts on Tatooine because that's where Luke and Ben are. Obi-Wan Kenobi is.
So it's Tatooine. Inquisitors come looking for Jedi, and they somehow guess that Layla is like special to Obi-Wan.
It's been a long time since you watched this. I like binged it, so I think I know it better.
Yeah, go ahead.
No. So the Inquisitor people are on Tatooine. Are we okay? We're gonna explain it. The Inquisitor people are on Tatooine. They're hunting another Jedi. The black girl Reva, she is like obsessed with finding Obi-Wan. So she figures out, what does she do? Oh, she has Leia kidnapped in order for Obi-Wan to then go rescue her. So it's like a trap.
Yeah, but why? How does she know that?
I don't remember.
Exactly.
I don't know how she knows, but she knows somehow that like Obi-Wan, that might honestly be a plot hole that we should probably talk about. I don't remember for sure, but I think it is. Like, I have no idea how she knows, but like she knew to like kidnap Leia so that it would force Obi-Wan to go rescue her so that she could then catch Obi-Wan and then take him to Darth Vader. This is a very muddled ass show. Like we can get into that. I don't know how you want to do this, but
before we get into that, so what are your likes for the show? Let's talk about our likes first.
I did there was stuff I liked about it. Like I liked Ewan McGregor. I thought he did a very good job. Like he's a good Obi-Wan, so I thought he did a pretty good job. I actually liked the main concept of like the 10 years after episode 3 and like the whole Darth Vader and Obi-Wan and how they like interacted before the episode 4 thing. Like I like that. I won't get into my dislikes yet, but I like that aspect. And then I just liked that I like that just focusing in on them two, like the Obi-Wan Kenobi, Darth Vader thing. Cause like I liked it in the first 3 Star Wars, the episodes 1 and everything. It was just executed poorly. So I was like looking forward to seeing it being executed better. How good it did. But like, I liked at least the concept. I liked a lot of concepts about this show, I guess.
I also like the concept of like I want to know what Obi-Wan has been doing for like the fucking 10, 20 years that he wasn't
Yeah.
doing shit. But
Yeah.
I also like the cinematography. The set pieces
Yeah.
are fucking really nice. Like
Yeah.
everything looks really really pretty.
Yeah.
Like
Yeah.
the effects look nice. The scenery looks nice.
Yeah.
The colors for like the sabers or anything, like when they're like
Mhm.
having their battle, everything looks nice. So no complaints there.
I wanted to say that, but I was like, I feel like that's a given now. Pretty much with all these like Mandalorian, this, I don't know whether Star Wars, but they all look pretty good. Except for, I will say again, we can go into the negatives later. There was some CGI at the end, like in the last couple episodes. That was kind of
as you're talking about.
Yeah.
I didn't. No actor stood out to me as like I would give like the best actor work to
as great. Okay, yeah.
Everyone was good. Like
I was like, okay, because if you want to get to some who stood out as bad, we can start going on that. I got a couple there.
But yeah, like I like the concept of the show, cinematography, I like the actors. And then story was subpar. Let's get into the dislikes. There's a lot. There's a lot to unpack here. First of all, like this story suffers from plot armor like a motherfucker. It is ridiculous. Like when she was running in the forest from like the people, I'm like, how are you not catching her?
Like dude,
the legs of like a fucking chihuahua.
I texted you that, right? I was like, it's the most infuriating stuff. She's like a fucking 8-year-old. And fully grown bounty hunters are like, whoop, whoop, oh, can't catch her. Like, it's the dumbest shit I've ever seen. And it was like, the thing that pissed me off about it is like, I get they do that in movies where like, it's unbelievable that like a little kid will be able to outrun a grown up or whatever. But they usually are at least like, oh, we're going to do it. She's running around in the forest. She's always playing in the forest, so she like knows it really well. So she's like knows shortcuts and like hiding holes or whatever. Like you make it believable in that sense. She's literally somehow just outrunning these motherfuckers. How does that make straight? Like she's just running straight, and apparently fully grown people in a dead sprint are like, I can't catch this 8-year-old. The fuck? There was a scene when they're in the market or whatever, and she's running from Obi-Wan. Yeah. And it's like there's a scene where he hits somebody who's like also chasing her or something. Like he hits somebody who's chasing her, and then he's like stopped, and she stopped, and he's like, Leia, wait. And then she literally just like jukes him out. She literally just does this. She's like 2 feet away from the guy, and he like can't catch her. I'm like, you're a Jedi? Fam, you're a Jedi?
Stop her. Like stop her.
What?
Literally force grab her and bring her back.
Get off, son. She's running across rooftops. She's getting away from you. None of this shit makes any sense. So stupid.
Another thing I have a problem with is like so Obi-Wan, I get like cool, Obi-Wan gave up in the forest because he felt like he failed. Jedi are dying, he killed his best friend. Yeah. But I don't know, son, like you have to struggle to like hold up a 10-year-old. I was like, son, you were Obi-Wan.
Obi-Wan Kenobi. Like what the fuck?
Like what? You can't use the force. Like I don't know, it's been 10 years, but you've been practicing the force since you were like, I don't know, like 7.
Yeah, like they're Padawans when they're like 5 or whatever, right? Like the fuck.
Oh, Jesus Christ, that. And then I feel like I feel like they're kind of limited in the stuff they can and can't do.
Yeah.
Like we all wanted like the Obi-Wan versus Darth Vader fight, but they couldn't do anything damaging to each other because like, all right, the movie happened and Obi-Wan doesn't lose an arm or anything. Like, exactly. And when like their final fight happened, it was cool. It's still not better than like the original fight they had.
You mean in like episode 4 or in the
episode 3? Fuck that. Oh, I get it. Ew, that bang one in there.
Oh yeah, the old 70s one. You don't like that?
No. God no. The Revenge of the Sith fight they had was fucking god tier. This one is still
it was a pretty good fight. Yeah, this wasn't as good as that. I mean, they were fighting over like a fucking lava river or whatever in that. So
I think because they're old, they can't make them do like too much.
I don't even think it's that. I think you know what it is. I think and this is hard, but if they could have pulled it off, it would have been really good. Because like if you're somebody who's aware enough about Star Wars, neither one of them is going to die in this fight. We know that, right? So it's like going into it with that is hard because that limits you and what you can do. But because of that, like that's where I expect like good writing to come in and be like, oh, we're gonna still make this a compelling fight, even though you know how it's gonna end. Like neither, like the fucking thing of spoiler, I guess. I don't know why you'd be watching this if you haven't already seen it, but the thing where he smashes all the rocks down on him and he's not there. It's like, yeah, why are you holding on this shot for like 30 seconds, being like, oh, is he dead? We know he's not dead. He's like, we know that. We know he lives for like another 20 years and then dies in like the fourth movie. Like, so stop fucking playing this shit like, oh, is Obi-Wan dead? No, we know he's not. Yeah. What the fuck are you doing?
I think the writing for this show is
writing is terrible.
I felt like they overextended the show. Like this could have been a 4-episode show, but they like, oh, we need 6. Because there's one episode where like I think it's episode 4. I can't really tell you what happened in that one. Oh, they were running. They were like running away from like
they're always running.
They're always running. But they're like locked inside the tunnel or shit like that. And
is this the one where the one lady bombs herself?
Yeah. I'm like, this is such a boring ass episode. Like, I feel like this could have been summed up in maybe 30 minutes, which made an entire episode of this. Yeah. And then, okay, so they tried. What's the black girl's name? Reva. All right, so my problem with this character is if you're gonna make that's so wild that they did that. I feel so bad for her because like she didn't deserve any of that hate she got. But like,
no, she definitely did. If they're like the people who were, I'm sure they existed. The people who were legitimately just like hated her because she was black and in Star Wars. You're a piece of shit. Like the fuck is wrong with you? But also like the people who are legitimately criticizing some of her terrible acting. I don't mind that. She has some lines in here, dog. You can't say like she doesn't have some.
Again, like the show has terrible ass writing. Like,
she does. I will give you that. Bad writing.
They have terrible writing. So if you're gonna make her like the villain of this 6-part saga, or whatever, make her the villain.
Yeah.
And then you try to also introduce like Darth Vader as like the main villain. Like so you have 2 main villains, which is how the last episode ended. So it's like a fuck shit. Because like, all right, cool. She found out that Layla has a brother. And she's gonna go kill Luke, but she didn't want to kill Leia, but she's gonna go kill Luke. So goes Tatooine to kill Luke. And
for what? Like, I thought she just wanted to kill Darth Vader. Why do you want to like? Is it like she wants to kill his kid to get back at him? But he was killing your friends as a kid. That doesn't make any sense.
Yeah, the whole concept of that is really fucking weird. But the whole thing I have a problem with is like, all right, cool. The climax of the story is, yo, Darth Vader and Obi-Wan are gonna fight again. Cool. He beats Darth Vader. He's on a separate fucking planet. Sees the Force, like, oh my god, Luke's in trouble. I gotta get back to the other side of the universe to get back in time to save Luke from Reva. Yeah. She doesn't kill him, but I was like, why even make this? Like, what was the point of even like, having this little side story go on?
For season 2, where all of a sudden she tries to become a Jedi. Again, the thing about this show is it's also like it's lazy writing because it's the most predictable shit. Like when Darth Vader stabs her, but then doesn't actually kill her and they just walk away. Oh, there's no way she's gonna come back, right?
Plot holes. Not plot holes. Armor. Plot armor.
Plot armor. Like it's so dumb. Like it's just the dumbest shit. It's like, oh, she's definitely dead, guys. No, she's for sure dead. There's no way she's coming back.
What about your boy, Neon Jab? I can never pronounce that man's name.
Oh, Kumail Nanjiani. He got better towards the end of it. He was like, again, it's not the best acting by some people. He was kind of bad in the beginning, but he was better towards the end of the show. He was all right. Relief. He was a very mild comic relief. He wasn't bad. You know what this show was missing? Which I was like, where the fuck is a droid? Like any droid, like any fun, good droid.
You're talking about she had a little butterfly.
Fuck off, you stupid.
Not butterfly, ladybird.
Stupid. Dumb.
So this is the third show. That,
can I wait? I got one more thing in terms of dislikes, and this is like a legitimate criticism. One of the things I was looking for, well, I really didn't have very many expectations for the show, but with their whole thing of being, okay, this is right after episode 3 or like, the 10 years or whatever between then and now. I was thinking, okay, So this should be like prime Darth Vader killing years, right? Like this should be where he's like in his Muhammad Ali, like I'm in my prime kind of like. Where was that? I was wanting to see like how he becomes like the most feared, because at the end of episode 3, that's when he becomes Darth Vader, right?
Yeah.
So then you would expect in now the following 10 years is where he's been like going around the galaxy and just murking motherfuckers and like making his name. They ain't show none of that. Like it was just like, oh, he's still just Darth Vader. It's like,
I mean, he
based
pulled up.
off of what?
He killed some people. You know, he's snapping necks and shit.
Like we've seen that in every movie. Like I wanted to see like him like literally like taking out planets. Like just do it in a montage. I don't give a fuck. But like
I did like the force grip. Like when the plane was taking off, he was like,
again,
rip that bitch off.
Yeah,
that was tough.
That was cool. But like, yeah, he has a couple of those moments. But I'm just talking about. I would have liked some kind of representation of Obi-Wan Kenobi's been on this planet not doing nothing, and then Darth Vader's been out here like destroying planets. Like that's what I should have gotten. I should have gotten something to be like, this is why he's the most feared in the galaxy, blah blah blah.
Yeah, that's why I fucked up, because Vader was the end boss and Reva was like the boss before the end boss, kind of.
And again, I think like she had a lot of badly written lines, but like there was some like at the very beginning when she's like interrogating what's his name, Owen or whatever. Yeah. Just like randomly, he's just like, oh, you're a farmer? You are holding the Jedi based off of nothing. Like there was like not very good buildup there. And then she's like trying to be intimidating and then just starts screaming like a crazy person. Like you're not coming off as intimidating. You're coming off as like overacting. Like that's kind of what I'm getting.
I'm getting the sense they can't really write Star Wars villain because
that's true.
Kylo, I guess let me ask the question for you. Would you watch this again?
Yeah, I'll give it one more season. I'll give it a season 2 attempt because I still like. I'm gonna give it a season 2 attempt, but like if like 2 or 3 episodes in, we're on some like trying to make Reva into a Jedi thing, I'm probably out because like I'd rather let's just move on from that. Also, I don't know how they're gonna continue this. Like you can't but only do so much. Again, episode 4 exists, so it's like how many stories you want between now and then.
Would you watch season 1 over again?
No.
So what would you give?
I might watch like, well, actually, no, I can't even say. Like fights were okay, but there's no fight that's really even compelling enough for me to want to go back and watch it.
I feel that. What would you rate it out of 10?
6.
That's fair.
6. Yeah, 6.
I would also. I'll give it the 6 because like although it looks pretty, the writing is really bad, and I feel like most of it's just like nostalgia because I really want to see these 2 characters back again. And,
although, did they really get that I guess whatever, I don't remember what's his name, the original Anakin guy? They really got him for like he got him back. Yeah, he did play himself in those flashback scenes. Okay. Yeah. Okay. I forgot. I was like, did they really bring him back for like that 2-minute segment at the end with his helmet cut off? But no, he was in the flashback scenes.
And then shout out to Earl Jones for still fucking voicing.
I was about to say that. I'm like, yo, is that James Earl Jones or is that like some guy who just sounds exactly like him?
Nope, still James Earl Jones. Shout out to him.
Is James Earl Jones like 136 years old? Like
he's pretty old, bro.
Like, yo, I remember him being old in like Coming to America. And that came out in the 80s.
He's like Morgan Freeman old. Like, I've never seen him young.
Yeah, I've never seen him young. I have no idea what he looks like young. So that's my thing. I was like, is this really James Earl Jones?
Yeah, he's still doing James Earl Jones, man.
Like, yo, my man's still out here.
Still collecting them easy-ass checks.
Easy-ass checks. He's like, you want me to say what? Like 2 pages worth of dialogue for $700,000 a day? Yeah,
yeah. But yeah, I'd also give this like a 6, and I would not watch this again. I would not watch season 1 again. I may turn on like a few clips here and there from like a fight. So like, oh yeah, I remember this fight. It was pretty cool. But again, I would probably just want to.
I would do that with 3. Like Mandalorian.
I'd watch all of Mandalorian.
I would probably watch all of Mandalorian. That's like the only good one.
Yeah. But yeah, this has been the first episode of Will You Watch It Again? Let us know down in the comments. Would you turn on Obi-Wan Kenobi again? And let us know what your rating is. And peace.